Hi there, this is our English made Swift lathe. It's a big heavy lathe, very heavy. It's quite surprising how heavy it is to lift, how wide a bed it's got, and it's very rigid, big old girl. It's been looked after and is still quite pleasant to operate. It runs smoothly and is nice and quiet and just ticks over nice. Someone's fitted a new electric main motor and also new electronics, electrical type bits and pieces. They've fitted a new Star Delta contactor set in the rear, and you can also start and stop the lathe from the rear, and they've also fitted the emergency stop, and you can also start and stop the lathe obviously from the front. The coolant system isn't fully connected and complete. It's I put some power on the pump, which is ticking over, but it would need wiring in and also some piping and bits and pieces doing if someone wanted to use the coolant system. The previous owners noted a couple of faults to us. One is the engagement for the lead screw, etc. You've got your forward and reverse engagement here. Apparently in one direction under load it slips out, and they've gone and had that around there to hold it in under load. You engage all your feeds from there. Also they've said that the jaws are a little bit sloppy, etc. in that fore jaw. But generally it's a real nice solid old girl. So on the carriage here, that's really nice to move. Everything is big and solid on it. Cross slide feels nice to use, and very little slop in that at all. And that compound slide goes back and forward there nicely too. A little bit of slop in there, but it looks as though it's just the gap this end. So that feels nice to use. Someone's put some grease nipples on it, some new grease nipples at some stage. Okay, tailstock, a little bit rough up the inside of that tailstock. Goes in and out nice. And that lock works good. I won't try and push it because it will be quite heavy. It doesn't have a rear splash guard. We'll start her up. It's got a single multi-disc clutch drive arrangement, only goes one direction unless you were to change the phases around, and like I said, it's got that Star Delta start up on it. Now I've just started it up in a low gear there, 44 RPM. I'll start that lead screw and feed shafts going. So there's your different speeds. There's a slow, fast, real fast, slow. So this is your engagement here that's ticking over. It's got a really nice arrangement on the carriage here for all your feeds. So you'll see in the photo anyway. So down is engage the lead screw and moving the carriage that way. And obviously if I was to change that direction, which is probably the one that it's popping out from, then it brings the carriage towards me with that lead screw engaged. Now the carriage feed is really simple again. So I've just engaged the feed that's coming towards me, and I move that over and engage that cross slide, which is going away from you. So the lead screws and feeds are really nice to engage. It's quite a good wee system there, and that all feels nice. So that's in the neutral there. So I'll run you through the gears. So that's 44. That we were in, 64. 112. It's quite smooth and reasonably quiet for its age. And put you into the next gear range. And when you're here, so that's 228 here. I won't run you through every one, but most of them. 430. $750. I'll take you through to the other main range. $380. $570. What should be its top speed, 1000. That's 1000 there. So that's pretty good for an old girl at that speed, and it does tick over nicely. Good to put through the gears. Those feeds are really nice to use. It has got that new electric motor fitted and the new star delta and controls there. So really it's a good solid lathe for someone that's got some big heavy work to do that isn't too long, and it feels like it's got plenty of life left in it.